Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm glad you're here. This is the first episode of my Mystery Box Monday series for 2021. I did do this series in 2020, so you can find the link to that playlist and check it out if you want. But basically, I have this box of mystery supplies that I ordered from Simon Says Stamp as a Black Friday deal. And from it, I pull out these 3 items that are a mystery to me. Now, I can feel the items inside, so I have at least a very minimal idea of what they could be. And then I'm going to use these items to make a project. Now, this episode turned out to be a little bit easier because this item right here is a project maker itself. It makes these rosettes that were popular for a while. And now the next item I have is a kind of oak leaf stamp. And then that first item there is a word die set with a holiday flair. Now, I'm just going to use the word happy because my daughter's birthday is on Wednesday, and so I'm going to make this a surprise for her and make a lot of beautiful decorations to throw around the house and surprise her for her birthday. Since she's having a pandemic birthday, this is her first pandemic birthday. A lot of you have probably experienced pandemic birthdays. So I wanted to do something special this year. So I pulled out a whole bunch of scrap paper, and this project is perfect if you keep a stash of scraps in your space. Now, I did find that they needed to be pretty close to 12 inches in order to make this work, but you just run the die through your machine with a strip of paper. You glue the 2 ends together, and the die also cuts one of these starburst circles that you can use to stabilize the centers of your rosettes and hold them in place. Now, I just put a little glue on the back of the circle and weighted it down with my glue bottle. And now it does recommend you do these on both sides. To save myself time, because I'm making this many of them, I only glued the rosette on one side. Now, I just sat with these while I watched a TV show and worked on all of them, and all the colors made me so happy, and I hope they make my daughter happy too. So here is what I did to zhuzh them up with the rest of the supplies from my mystery box. Now, like those cooking shows, you have to use all 3 ingredients in the mystery project, but I am going to show you, if you don't have these products or ingredients, then I'm going to show you how to do these just a tad bit later with supplies you might already have. Okay, I will admit this did take me quite a while, and if I were doing this on my own, I would definitely use an electronic die cutter to get through this whole project. But this is a special birthday time with COVID going on, so it's worth the extra love and time that I put into this. So I did decorate some of them with some extra leafy pieces to give them more of a floral feel. They all got the word happy to emphasize a happy, happy birthday. And let's see how I can put these together into a bigger birthday decoration. And I will show that to you in just a moment. But if you don't have these supplies and you would like to give this project a try, maybe you can do this on your own at home. Now, all you need is a strip of paper. And if you want, this scallop punch is certainly optional. You don't have to do this part if you don't want, but I think the scalloped edge is a nice touch. I just punched a scallop edge and trimmed my strip down to 1 inch wide. Of course, you could skip the scallop. And then I'm just scoring. My cutter does scoring and cutting on the same unit. So I'm just scoring in between each scallop, and that's why the scallops were kind of helpful, because I didn't have to measure. I just pushed it over and scored. But otherwise, if you don't do the scallop, just measure equal amounts, maybe 1/4 of an inch or so, and score it the whole entire length of this piece, and then continue on as before. You just give it an accordion fold back and forth, and you'll glue your ends together. And then instead of the little starburst rosette from the original die, I just used a circle punch, and I think I've got a 1 inch circle punch here. Now, mine popped apart because I was too impatient to wait for the glue to dry. But you can just put this together with supplies that you probably already have at home. Now, the paper I was using was a heavier cardstock, and it took a little more effort to get it to stay down, a little more glue, and a heavier object to kind of hold everything together. I decided my glue bottle wasn't going to work, so I was looking for something heavier. So, what do you do with these once you've got them all made? My plan was to just blast them down the hallway to my daughter's room, but then I realized that would take way too long to make that many. So then I cut out Happy Birthday on my electronic die cutter machine, and here are various ways that you could put them together in a wonderful surprise birthday project. You could create your own little banner out of them. If you didn't want to use the happy word on there, you could do them differently. You could just put happy, happy, happy and the number of the birthday. You could create a strip banner with all of these happies and just put the birthday down underneath. And if you attach them all together, you could actually create a banner that way. So this is the part where I admit that my daughter caught me at this endeavor and had her opinion on her own birthday banner that she wanted to make, kind of separate from what I was doing. So we've combined our two ideas here. She wanted a traditional pennant banner in her favorite kind of pastel and gold colors. And then I'm going to add in my rosettes along with that. So I hope this project inspired you to try something special should you happen to have a COVID birthday in your future. If you got something helpful out of this project, do give me a like, and I will be back later this week with more videos. I will see you next time.